Hi, welcome to the Get Ready with God podcast. My name is Julie Taylor and I am your host, and I am not God. Obviously, I'm not an expert. I'm not even a scriptorian. I'm literally just a girl sitting in front of a microphone, hoping God is real. The Get Ready with God podcast is the daily devotional podcast to help you see divinity in every day. I'm going to tell you a little story. I'm going to tell you a little story about my senior year of high school when I was cast as Chip in the play Beauty and the Beast. And it is definitely every 17-year-old girl's dream to be cast as a 7-year-old boy in their high school production. It got even better when I went to my costume fitting for the first time. And I walked in and they said, "Oh, this is going to be really easy. We thought we were going to have to strap down your chest and ace bandage you, but you're actually good to go just as you are." Again, 17-year-old girl doesn't really want to be told that she has the body type of a 6 or 7-year-old boy. At least I didn't want that. And that's something that's always stayed with me. I think I did a smashing job playing Chip, by the way. I think it was great as far as high school plays go. I have never returned to the theater again after that stage performance, so I guess that was kind of like my last curtain call. Anyways, why I'm telling you this story is I feel like now I am actually really at peace with my body, with my chest specifically. I really like being as flat as I am. And I know that this is why are we talking about this? Am I making you uncomfortable? TMI. I have a point. My point is this. I've been thinking a lot about the evolution of 17, now I'm 37, in 20 years of development, something that once was really, really hard and uncomfortable for me and embarrassing to me and that I hated about myself has now become something that I'm really grateful for. I have a lot of friends who have had reductions because of the back pain and the health problems. And with aging, there's less to sag. There's just a lot of perks of being really flat. Okay. And I didn't understand those until I had a little bit more life experience and wisdom on my side. And I know this is the weirdest tie-in, but I was just thinking about how so many things in our life are invitations framed as trials, hard things. And I could use much deeper examples, but being Chip in the play and being a 17-year-old who could easily pass as a 7-year-old boy just felt like the one that I wanted to tell you today. I don't know what to tell you. I just have been thinking about how so many things in my life have presented themselves as a hard thing that's uncomfortable and unpleasant and sad when they've actually been invitations to learn and grow and accept something in life. The heaviest example to me is grief. I was talking with a friend who's going through hell right now, and I was just talking about all the things that grief has taught me, and I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot from grief. Grief has been my greatest teacher, and it's not in a way that I've wanted to be taught, but I have learned and grown so much through grieving, and I've learned and grown so much in accepting my body the way that it is. But I just wondered, and maybe this is too much of a leap, but looking back 20 years, it took, 20 years for me to come to peace and be happy with what I have and who I am physically. And I just wonder 20 years from now, what things I'm dealing with right now that I'll be like, wow, I'm really grateful for that opportunity. And I don't think that I'll ever say I'm grateful for the opportunity to lose a child. I don't see that path, but being grateful for what I learned or what it taught me, yes. Being grateful for my body the way that it is, yes. And it's been making me think all week of where are the other invitations in my life? And I think one of them is how much I struggle with faith. I think it's been a huge invitation for me to have to dig deeper and try harder and learn more and gain resilience and perseverance in believing. And so, what are the flat chests of your life where maybe it's presented itself as a disappointment, a pain, a hardship, but it's really an invitation for learning and growth and acceptance? And then reflect on those things. What are the things? What are you learning and growing in? Grief is a good one of it's so painful. And so where is the good? And my favorite thing to say is that there is no bright side. Sometimes there is no bright side. And it's not time to look for one. And so if you're in like deep, deep grief, I'm not saying like, but look at the bright side. Where are you learning and growing? But when you're ready, it can almost feel like a compensatory, like this terrible thing happened and I can't change that. But here's some light that has come out of it. And don't don't force yourself if you're not ready to go there yet. But just something to think about. What are you going through now that's actually an invitation? And what do you think it's guiding you to? And what are you learning from it? And historically, what are the things that maybe you turned into an invitation? Because it can go either way. You don't have to grow through grief. It can halt all progress. And I don't fault you if it does, because it's hell. And you never have to like your flat chest. These outcomes don't have to turn into invitations, but I want you to like gain a little confidence in yourself, make yourself feel better with looking back. Look what life has handed you, and then investigate and ask yourself and invite God into the conversation. What have you alchemized into something else? What have you taken and turned it into an invitation? Use that as evidence that you're capable and that you do that. And then look around right now. What invitations are being served to you? And what do you want to turn them into? Ask God to help you see it and transform it, because life is hard and everybody's going through hell, it seems. So we got to do something with it. Shall we put it in our pipe and smoke it? Love you so much. Bye.